Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. In today's episode we have a very special guest. He's a very successful entrepreneur and a spiritual enthusiast, Mr. Shreans Daga. He's a very unique manifestation coach where he combines spirituality, quantum physics, neuroscience, epigenetics and breathwork. His manifestation workshops are all about creating the life that you really want. Watch this episode to get a glimpse of his life journey and the way he sees life. Journey really started when you were 19 with the loss of your loved one. And then what happened after that? How did you cope with that?
So, at the age of 19, when my father passed away, I didn't know how to handle the situation because it was a shock. It was very sudden death, and in next 3 years, I slipped into semi-depression, and I was actually not doing anything. Literally, I was just wasting my days. Every day I think, no, tomorrow I'll do something, but eventually thoughts never turn into action. And at the end of 3 years, I was detected of chest tuberculosis, and that was like a wake-up call for me that I really need to do something with my life. If I let my life slip by like this, I'll probably die sooner. So, and then I had my younger brother who was 11 years younger to me, my mother, widow, the whole joint family system. I was the eldest brother in the whole joint family, so I had a lot of responsibilities also. So I needed help, and that was the time I sought help. And that was a time when my sister introduced me to one spiritual teacher, Rameshi Patriji, and he came to Bombay next day. It was a very coincidence, and he stayed with me. That was the first time he taught me meditation. And when I was before meditation, he saw me taking medicines. He was taking medicines for TB, and then he asked me about it. Why are you taking? And I narrated the whole story. Then that is when he said, you don't need to depend on medication. Your meditation can be a medication, and you can heal yourself just through meditation. And that was the first time I got introduced to meditation. And after 30 days, when I got my X-ray done, my TB was healed completely. Wow. And that has been that was the turning moment of my life, and my really spiritual journey really started from there.
So, were you very accepting of meditation initially?
No, so my first experience of meditation was so profound because I had a chest tuberculosis. I was feeling a lot of sensation in my chest, and after 40 minutes, when I opened my eyes, I was so relaxed and peaceful. That feeling I had forgotten in those 3 years, So I definitely believe, no, it works. What I was skeptical was when he said you can heal yourself without any medicine. I was really skeptical. And that's why in the next 1 month, every weekend I was doing one spiritual course. I did a Reiki course, then a pranic healing course, then a Silva method of mind control course, all just to heal myself because I stopped medicine. I didn't want to leave anything to chance or just depending on meditation. But when it actually happened, I realized that not only was I physically healed, but I was healed emotionally also.
Right. So these are very, I think everybody starts experiencing these things once they start meditating, that maybe the sleep gets better, they feel more relaxed. But how is it that meditation helped you materially with your business, with your career?
So, then after this, I was reading, Patriji gave me 2 books, Power of Subconscious Mind and Art of Creative Visualization, The Elements of Visualization, by Salam Arkham. So I was reading these 2 books and I realized the power of our subconscious mind, how powerful we are, that we create our own reality. And in the book of Elements of Visualization, I learned about our power of imagination and how as human beings that differentiates us from other species like plant beings or animal beings, where we have the power to imagine whatever we want in our life, even though it is not there. And I started applying that. And when I joined my business, it was going through a very challenging phase. It was almost a sick unit, and There was no money to even run the factory. There was no money even to pay the salary. But because of meditation, somehow I had the confidence that something will work out. And when I look back, even I wonder from where at that time that confidence came from, And that time, my staff told me that we need at least 2 crores to at least pay the salary and start the minimum operations. And then I started visualizing and I felt that money has come and the factory is running. And I went to meet a buyer in Delhi. And I told him that I can sell you my production for next 3 months, but I need an advance. And I was very honest that I'm going through a challenging time. I need to start my factory. So I need some advance. So without telling me him any amount, he signed me a check of 2 crores.
Wow.
And so on and so forth. And since then it's been a great journey. Of course, you go through a lot of challenges, ups and downs, but meditation has been my anchor. This is somewhere where I definitely owe all my success to meditation. Or whenever I faced any failures or challenges or adversities, because of meditation, it helped me to cope up and not get caught in that vicious cycle. I was able to overcome much faster.
Correct. There's also a scientific element of meditation where there are 4 brain waves.
Yeah.
And can you explain a little more on that?
Sure. So we have, normally the way we live our life is in a beta brain wave, right? And when you meditate, you go into the alpha state. That is your subconscious state. Then theta, then delta, and when you have some and the another one is the gamma.
Right.
When you are having some mystical moments or some it's like a brain arousal, where your brain is more active, but from outside you are like looking peaceful and silent, and where you feel ultimate bliss. So these are the 5 states of brain waves, and the beauty is when you meditation is a powerful tool to reprogram your subconscious mind. You are entering the software. You're entering the software and recoding the software, recoding the whole software. And the thing is, and for me, I feel a lot of times the spiritual journey is not so much about discovery, it's more about recovery first, initial stages. So when I started meditating, I could see I could face all my survival-based emotions of fear, anxiety, greed, anger, frustration, all this resistance, and I became more aware of it, and I was able to release it. Once I was able to release it, I felt that joy, happiness is our true nature, right? It's our original nature. We don't need to find joy from outside or happiness from outside. When you meditate, when you withdraw your attention, when you divest your attention from all people, places, things, times and event, then you become pure consciousness. You become nobody, no one, nowhere, no place, no time. And then you become that, you experience pure love, pure joy. And what happens is, the beauty is when things change inside you, things change around you. And that's how meditation helps you in manifestation. Because when you change your feelings, when you change your thoughts and feelings, your outside reality will change. Because our thoughts are electric and feelings are magnetic. Our thoughts send the signal out, but it is the feelings which draw the event back. So when you combine your thoughts with those corresponding emotions, elevated emotions, then you draw the event into your life. This is how law of attraction works. And with meditation, you change your vibration. In fact, you don't even need to want something. A lot of times we associate law of attraction with wanting something. But with meditation, you don't even need to want anything. Because it is your vibration. Whatever is your vibrational output, the universe will just match it.
Right.
So when your vibration output is of joy, abundance, gratitude, the universe will give you things where you can be more grateful about. The universe will give you things where you can be more happy about. And that's how meditation helps you in manifestation.
Correct. Sir, do you believe that there is an element of destiny in our lives?
So, I believe that we create our own destiny. So destiny or karma also plays an important role, because depending on our past life karmas or current life karmas, we 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 are supposed to learn the lessons, right? We repeat what we don't repair. And unless we learn the lessons, we are going to face those challenges, those situations into our life. And as a soul's plan, we plan challenges. We plan those adversities or contrasting situations in our life so that we could learn the lessons. So I feel destiny or karma is more about learning lessons. And then once you learn the lessons, then you can transcend karma. You don't, if you have learned before time, then you don't need to go through that challenge. Because all it was needed for you to learn it. But if you have learned it, then you transcend your karma. And maybe then you will face some bigger challenges so that you can learn something more. So it's always a journey. And spirituality does not mean that you will not face challenges or you will not face any contrasting situations in your life. It is just that now you know how to respond to that situation better.
Correct. There's something that I ask everybody I meet, that there is a difference between successful and not so successful people, if we just term them the way it is. And it is not hard work, because I believe that everybody is working hard. It is a survival
Absolutely.
instinct.
Right.
So what is the difference between successful and not so successful people?
So very good question. So successful people knows how to work smart. It's not about hard work, it's about smart work. And I would say, I'll take one step further. I will say successful if they are emotionally happy, if they are content. Because if they are not fulfilled, then I would not call it success. You know, success without fulfillment is an ultimate failure. You give all your time, energy, you work so hard, you achieve those lofty goals, so-called lofty goals, but once you achieve that, then you still find that, oh, I'm still not happy, I'm still not content, or in pursuit of money or wealth, I've lost my health, or I've lost my relationships. So then it is not success, right? So success is a progressive realization towards a worthy goal. The goal was to be worthy. It's always work in progress. It's always progressive. It's a journey. It's not a destination.
Correct.
Right? And through meditation, I feel it's you learn to create from a higher dimension. Rather than creating from this three-dimensional reality, you can create from the higher dimension. In a sense that whatever you see as matter came from a higher dimension. Everything was first imagined, thought, and then it materialized, right? So everything came from that dimension. So through meditation, through the art of understanding the science of creative visualization, you can learn how to collapse the waves of possibilities or potentials into matter. So why not create from that dimension? Then it is hard work. It is no more hard work. It is about smart work. And then efforts are not required. Efforts are inspired. You are motivated to take action, right? You have an inner motivation. Motivation means motive for action, right? And so that's why you make the law of attraction work for you. It's like swimming with the current rather than swimming against the current, you know. And that's how it helps. And it's okay. I mean, even if you're not a meditator or if you don't practice visualization, I don't say that you can still be successful and still make money. But I feel if you understand the laws of the universe and if you go with the flow, then you will mint money.
So, like you just described your journey, where once your business, when you came into the business, it was really struggling, and now you have clearly built a massive empire for yourself. There are many people who are in the same position that you were once in, where the business is stuck and they don't know whether to continue that or to do what. What is it that really helped you, or what is it that the advice that you would want to give them to get out of that situation?
So first I'll correct you. I have not built any messy empire for myself. I feel we are a custodian of wealth, and I don't identify with whatever the wealth if at all, if you think I have created, which I don't think I have created, but I don't identify with that wealth as mine. And the more wealth we create, I feel we need to be more responsible, because it is in giving. The real joy comes in giving. The real joy comes in sharing. Now, coming to the advice which I would like to give everyone is, especially the youngsters or those who are joining business, or those who are struggling with the business, is why not understand this law of attraction? Why not understand this law of vibration? And use it as a powerful tool to manifest what you want in your life. And the truth is, whatever you're doing in your life, whatever you want to manifest in your life, is for an emotional payoff, right? If I get a new house, I'll be happy. If I get a new car, then I'll be happy. If I get a new wardrobe, or if I go on a vacation, then I'll be happy. So we are all chasing happiness. 6.9 billion people on the planet, all have chasing one common goal. All have one common goal. We all want to be happy, right? And we are all struggling, doing hard work for that. And I say, why work so hard? Why not take a shortcut? Why not be happy now? Right? And that is where meditation plays an important role. Meditations, breathworks, all these are powerful tools to be happy right now. Awareness, being conscious of your unconscious patterns, thoughts, all that helps you to be in happiness now. And that is your true state. So why not be happy now, and independent of the outside environment, independent of the outside situation. But the beauty is, when you're happy now, your situation around will transform. You'll draw situations corresponding to your emotional state. Because feeling a state produces that state. Whatever you feel about, you bring about in your life. So your feelings are prayers. So why wait for my success to feel abundance? Why wait for my health to feel active or healthy? Why not feel it first and then let the universe match it? So just apply this new paradigm. This is living in a quantum world. We are living in a quantum world of energy, right? So earlier it was a Newtonian world where they ignored consciousness, which was great. Newtonian world also, it was important. That's how we understand time, space, distance. But the quantum world is about infinite possibilities, infinite potentials. It's all about energy. So once you understand the science of energy, how the energy, understand the science of creation, how through energy you can create the worlds. So then why not apply it?
Correct.
And create whatever you want with effortless ease.
At times it happens, it has happened with me personally as well, that sometimes you're visualizing or you're meditating for something very strongly and that does not happen. So do we at times we do question our power, or we do question whether this has any power at all. How do we help ourselves in those situations?
A lot of times it is very important to understand from what emotional state are you visualizing. That's why you first meditate, you first go into state of brain coherence, heart coherence, and then you visualize. So there's a lot of myth or misconceptions about manifestation or creative visualizations. So if you are visualizing from the state of lack, then you will create more of lack, right? A lot of times you think positive but you're feeling negative. You're thinking abundance but you're feeling lack. You're thinking of a great health but you're feeling broken. You're thinking of a great relationship but you're resentful or angry. Then it's actually a double-edged sword. Then you are actually and that is your vibration output. Then you are activating more of that into your life of what you're feeling, right? So it is counterproductive. So the very focus of visualization is, first you have to be in a state of content, peace, joy, gratitude, appreciation. being in that present moment, embrace the present moment, acceptance of the present moment fully. No matter whatever you are going through, no matter what your situation is, you can always be grateful for something. The fact you are alive itself is a reason enough to be grateful, right? So first transcend into the right emotional state. So the formula is being happy for being satisfied with what is and eager for more. I'm excited for more. So it's the journey is about excitement. It's about passion. It's not about wanting. And when you visualize and when you feel it as if it's already happened, you feel so whole, then you don't even care whether it happens or not. Then you're in a place where it's okay even if it happens, and if it's okay even if it does not happen, because you're doing it, you're wanting it for the emotional payoff, and you have gotten the payoff anyways, so you don't even care, right? So the whole idea is to lose the attachment with it. You don't identify with that. Chase the emotions, chase the feelings, not the desire. Don't just think of the desire, think from the desire, the feeling of the desire. How would you feel if it is already happened? And if you can teach your body emotionally how to feel it even before it has happened, I think you have mastered the game.
I think there's a big misconception about attachment, where I've heard a lot of people say that attachment brings suffering, and that's why people don't want to form relationships or family or things like that. Whereas in my opinion, it was written in Bhagavad Gita as well that attachment causes suffering, but it was to be able to transcend to the feeling of love, where you would still want it, you would want that kind of family or all of that.
Of course.
But there are a lot of people at this point who are resisting all of that in fear of that, being attached.
Exactly. So again, there's a myth that you should not have any desires.
Right.
Desires are the root cause of all the misery in your life. But what they said was in context of you don't identify with those desires. When your ego it identifies with that desire, then it's a cause of misery.
Yeah.
I want a great car. I bought a car. Okay, fine. Now I feel it's my car. Now if anybody goes and bangs that car, I'm so angry and upset and in a rage. Why? Because I identified with their desire. It's just that car was already there. It's just that now it has been transferred in my name, and all of a sudden my feeling came, right? That no, it's my car now. So stop your identification with your desire. Stop looking your happiness in those things. Right? Enjoy it. Have fun. Life is supposed to be fun. Life is supposed to be celebration. We are supposed to celebrate life. Source always calibrates to fun. Source always calibrates to joy and celebration. But once you identify the same thing which is giving you happiness starts giving you unhappiness. So don't identify with that. That is the only difference.
Correct. You have obviously had a very long journey in your spiritual side of life. What has been the biggest challenge in this side of your life?
I don't know. I didn't see any biggest challenge, but what see is a constant thing which I like to do or to be aware of your unconscious thoughts patterns. It's always a journey. It's like peeling the onion. Peel one layer, then something else comes up, and it's always constant learning. So at never a point of time I feel कि I know all. The more I get to know, the more I realize how much I still don't know. So I think it's my challenge or my inspiration is always to learn more, know more about my conscious patterns, my belief systems, my learning. So and at every stage there's different learning, right? When you're college, there's a different set of learning. When you are as a spouse married, you're a different set of learning. Once you become a parent, it's a different learning. Once you become a parent of a teenage, like right now I'm a parent of 2 teenagers, it's a different learning now. So it's a constant learning and constant process of recovery and discovery.
Right. Do they meditate?
They meditate, yeah. They're not very regular.
Yeah.
But and I don't force them,
Of course.
Yeah, but they meditate. Yeah.
A lot of people have seen that once parents know or understand the power of meditation, they also want their kids to accept that simply for their lives to get better early on. But sometimes, kids are not in that frame of understanding or not in that frame of accepting meditation to, actually work or
Right.
to sit for 40 minutes and, do that.
Yeah.
What is the way to help them?
So I feel it's good to share your experience, your journey, how it is helping you in your transformation.
Right.
And for the children, they observe you. They learn more by what you're doing than what you're saying. When they see the transformation in your life, when they see you as calm, joy, how you handle situation, how you talk to your servants, or how you talk to your people, or your driver, or your peons with whom you have more power, and when they see all these situations, they learn a lot. And just tell them the benefits. I'd never like to force them to, oh, you have to meditate. No, this is what I have felt the change, and this is what meditation does, and why don't you try it?
Right.
So it should be more suggestions rather than trying to impose on it. Because when you try to impose, they feel resistant, and I don't want that. So they go through the phases. I develop a ritual of gratitude, every day. Just before going to bed, we all say gratitude and do 5 minutes of meditation and slip off to sleep. Now, sometimes they meditate, sometimes they may not be meditating, and they open their eyes and see if Papa is still watching us. So, all that is fine, but bottom line is just create some easy rituals where they don't feel imposed or pressured, and your life is an example. When your transformation is infectious, and I always believe that our children have their own mind, they have their own journey. Like Khalil Gibran said, they have their own thoughts. They come through you, but not from you. Right? But and so you respect their individuality also. And if it is it is their path, then they will take it. If it is not their path, they will not take it. Either way, it's fine.
So lead by example.
And lead by example. That is your only contribution you can give to your family, to the world around you, is your own transformation. That is what I believe. This is your biggest service you can give to the world. Not trying to impose what you thought is transformation on others. You can teach, you can guide, but accepting them is your choice, and for you to accept their choice.
So we have a workshop coming from you, and it is going to start very soon. So what is it about?
So starting on 3rd September to 30th September, it's a 28-day workshop. So it's a lot of it about is on manifestation, on relationships, on in a very scientific way. Neuroscience, brainwaves, chakras, epigenetics. We cover ego, transgenerational healing, life between life regressions. Then topics like stem cells and different varied topics, or microbiomes and brain gut connection and all those. So we cover all the aspects of spirituality and science. We merge that and teach them for a complete transformation. A lot of times when you only talk about manifestation, a lot of questions which you ask, people have a lot of misconceptions, or they do it wrongly. But actually the journey is not about really wanting. It's actually about what you become in the process. And though I've named it manifestation, but my real intention is true transformation. What they become by the end of 28 days, the transformation they feel. And to feel true happiness and joy, independent of the outside situation. To experience their own glory, their own power. Right? And that is what the workshop is all about, and it is divided into knowledge and experience. First 1 hour is about knowledge, then 1 hour is about meditation, and then half an hour we have Q&As.
Very excited for your workshop. I genuinely can't wait. Thank you so much for this conversation. I feel like there was so much to learn, and there's, like you said, the biggest learning is to be and become and just lead by example.
Absolutely.
Thank
Then you
you
don't
so
have to preach. You are the prayer.
Absolutely. There's one line that you say very repeatedly, which I really like a lot, which is that your energy goes where your attention.
Wherever your attention goes, your
Yes.
energy flows.
Yes, this is the most amazing line and a very simple line I've heard from you, which constantly.
And I added one more line now.
Okay.
Wherever your attention goes, your energy flows.
Correct.
Wherever your energy flows, the universe shows.
Wow. So this is something that I constantly tell myself to, become a little more conscious and aware at times of anxiety.
Right.
But thank you so much for this conversation.
Yeah. And also, when you ask about the and what things you would like to advise the youngsters, so I always I also want to say that focus on what you want in your life, not what you do not want.
Correct.
Always focus, give your attention to what you want.
Yes.
You want.
Yes. This is something that, pilots are taught that whenever there's an obstacle, they're not told to don't look at the obstacle. Nobody says that. No pilot ever says don't look at the obstacle, because the way mind works, you're going to look at the obstacle.
Right.
So, yes. Thank you very much for
Thank
this
you so much.
conversation.
Thank you. Thank you.